Good morning. It's only 2 weeks until Santa comes to town, so we've got a feast of food ready for the big day. This is Saturday Kitchen Live's countdown to Christmas. Welcome to the show. What a lineup we've got for you today with 4 top chefs spreading Christmas cheer in the kitchen. We've got Ollie DeBoo, Paul A. Young and the Hairy Bikers. And keeping us all merry and bright with her drink selections, we've got Helen McGinn next to me here. And next to her, our special guest today has worked with some of the greatest Hollywood A-listers from the likes of Tom Hanks, Nicole Kidman, Emma Watson and Olivia Colman. I just hope he's not too starstruck by me this morning. Please welcome Luke Evans. Lovely to have you back.
Nice to be back.
It's been about 3 years.
Yeah, it was my last album, yeah.
Yeah. Bits happened in between those 3 years.
Just a bit, yeah.
How's life?
Good, everything's great. Coming closer to Christmas.
Yeah, got your Christmas jumper on?
I do. Like everyone has mentioned it this morning, so that's a good thing, I think, right?
Yes, everyone knows I love a Christmas jumper.
Yeah, where is it then?
Don't wear them. Now listen, we're talking about your new album in just a bit. You've got a couple of guest surprise singers on there.
Yeah, well, not anymore. No, album's been out for a couple of weeks.
But first of all, let's find out what's on the menu. Ollie, what you got for us?
So I'm cooking a butternut squash smoked almond parcel, spiced lentils and coconut labna. So winter warmer, completely vegetarian, robust, full of flavour, full of colour.
It's quite show-stopping that, Ollie. There's quite a lot going on.
There is, hopefully
special looking.
Just enough time to do it all. Tastes as good as it looks.
Excellent. Look forward to that. Si and Dave, great to have you both together. First time out for quite some time, Dave.
Yeah, it's fantastic to be back, and what a way to celebrate at Christmas here. We're going to be doing, it's a coffee and hazelnut cake.
Yep.
It's a symphony where nuts meet coffee. And honestly, it's so good for Christmas. It's the angel Gabriel has wafted across your tonsils, Matt. I'm over the moon to be back.
Brilliant. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
What a way to start. And Paul, how on earth are you going to follow that?
I can't. With a double chocolate, fudge, brownie, mince pie, chocolate finger slice to make.
If there was ever a snappy title, that was it.
I try to shorten it, but you know, and it's a Christmas gift. You make it at home for Christmas.
You know how much I love Christmas gifts.
I know, and there's something in it that you love doing when we make it, isn't there?
We're tempering chocolate.
We are.
I know.
It's like all my Christmases become one.
Isn't it?
Do you like the sound of those?
It sounds delicious.
There's a lot of sarcasm in there.
There's a lot. I remember that from last time.
What about drinks, you?
Yes, I have done my research thoroughly this week, so...
Because earlier you couldn't remember in the news.
I had a moment.
Yeah.
But I'm back now. I'm fully back. I'm present. So for Ollie's dish, gorgeous, warm white, one of my favourites. And I've got something really special with the cake.
Oh,
yes,
well done, Helen.
Absolutely. And whichever way it goes, heaven or hell, the drinks are lovely. I mean, I know which way it's going to go, hopefully.
Yeah,
but you'll be happy.
Living the velvet today, kids.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Helen and I, we look very Christmassy, don't we?
Yeah.
It's nice Christmas colour.
You.
My favourite colour.
You should wear dresses.
What happened?
Oh, thank you, Matt. Bless you. Yeah.
Say that. You were expecting a punchline, weren't
Is it
you?
your favourite colour?
It's my favourite colour, yeah.
See, I
With
know.
Helen, when you...
That's Helen gone. She's not going to pay a blind attention to
I don't be in the moment anymore.
We did our research.
Completely melted. Now, Luke, as you know, at the end of the show, food heaven, food hell. What should I do, food heaven?
My food heaven is I like clams. Big fan of clams. I discovered them in Ibiza, and I'm almejas, as they're called in that country. I like them.
Clams in Ibiza?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Big plates of them, gorgeous. And I've been trying to work out black miso cod, and sort of it's on there because I love it, but I'm trying to make it at home. It's not easy, so I'm hoping you may be able to do it.
Is it now? Google it. It's right.
No, I did. I failed.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so clams and black miso cod.
Yeah.
And what about hell?
Hell, anything pumpkin, like pumpkin pie, pumpkin tart. Pumpkin.
So, really? So pumpkin, you just hate pumpkin?
Just like, just...
So it's not
yeah.
the sweet kind of pumpkin affair?
I just don't find the flavour nice at all.
Okay.
Just hollow the thing out and put a can.
I presume you spend a lot of time in the States. Do you get it there quite a lot?
Sometimes if you're there for Thanksgiving, yeah, for sure. And it comes out with the turkey. It's very stodgy and it's very strong and and then you get like they do Starbucks coffees with pumpkin.
No, don't get me started on that. Right, to viewers give you heaven, I'm going to deliver a dish of dreams. So I'm going to marinate cod fillet in some mirin, some sake, some white miso, sugar. I'm going to grill that until it's nice and blackened, and I'm going to steam some clams in kombu fish stock, and I'm going to fish it with a little yuzu and mirin and serve with some bok choy and Japanese radish. Very nice. But if they vote for hell, it's a delicious Thanksgiving classic. It's on the cards. So pumpkin pie, start by making a custard. I'm going to whisk that together with some pumpkin puree, stick in some warm Christmas spices, and then I'm going to make the whole, bake it in a sweet pastry case and serve with whipped cream and caramelised pecan nuts. You're going to have to wait till the end of the show to find out which one the viewers vote for. So remember, guys at home, to vote for Luke's Food Heaven and Food Hell, log on to the Saturday Kitchen website. You can view the terms and privacy notices. Right, that was a mouthful. Ollie, should we get cooking?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you guys sit down.
Okay.
It's like a bus queue.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like a shuffling bus queue. Right. Okay, you chop that in. Let me take some of that over there. You ready for this?
Definitely. Very hungry,
Yeah. Take those.
Wow. I know.
Yum.
Cheers, mate.
Right.
Thank you.
Delicious, isn't it?
Right.
Hot or cold?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fab.
Oh, and that one's hot.
Okay.
Lentils.
Amazing.
There you go. You guys want to dive into one of those? Pass
Thank
that
you.
on to Luke. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Right, Hels, what we got?
I serve your lentils.
So, for this dish, I wanted to get a white with some warm flavours because of the squash you've got there, and it's a texture thing as well. So this one is from South Africa. It's a blend of grapes that you'd probably associate with the Rhone, so Grenache, Marsanne and Roussanne. But actually these are from South Africa, from the Voorpaardenburg, which is a lovely warm region, really suits these grapes. So this is from Aldi, and it's one of their specially selected ranges. So it's, that's the one that the buyers have got involved with and done their thing to. And
Is that a thing to look for?
I think so. I mean, as an ex-supermarket wine buyer, I know that's where the blood, sweat and tears go.
Oh, is that right?
To getting those wines right, yeah.
So what's the phrase you look for?
So their own label.
Okay.
But the kind of slightly smarter ones, so
Right.
finest or specially selected or whatever it is.
However, saying that, how much is this?
$6.99 from Aldi, So,
really
so it's really nice, yeah.
That's delicious.
Really,
That's really nice. Good?
That's insane.
Yeah?
It's so good. What collection of flavours. Beautiful.
Nicest lentils I think I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously, I've never had it with cinnamon and coconut in.
Cheers.
Yeah.
nice.
That's stunning, Ollie.
Oh,
Beautiful.
have to, what?
Don't you? I got to use that again. New one.
I realised what I did it.
Lord.
You've wiped it. Unbelievable.
How's that, boys? All good?
It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
I think you're right, the lentils are, well, everything with the coconut. It's such a beautifully balanced dish, Ollie. It's fantastic.
Coconut, I've always said coconut yoghurt's my favourite. Remind us what you guys are doing in just a bit.
I am coffee and hazelnut cake.
Yeah, who always forgot then?
I didn't. How dare you? I was thinking about this lovely dish.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like when it's in a parcel, it always reminds us of like a posh Greg's. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, all, but you know,
It's Gregoire.
It's absolutely Gregoire. It's absolutely classic.
Isn't it?
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful.
Very nice.
Really
Good start. Don't forget, if you want to join in the conversation this morning, you can find us on social media using the hashtag Saturday Kitchen. And will Luke be facing his food heaven? Black miso cod with steamed clams and pickled ginger?
Yes.
Always. You can't shout it. Why not? Always food heaven.
We're live.
Pie with caramelised pecans. Log on to the website now and have your say. Right, let's catch up with Rick now in Leicester, and he's looking for an alternative to his usual Christmas lunch. Have a look. Thanks for that, Rick. Now, a lot of us will be spending Christmas Day focused on prepping and cooking lunch. However, let's not miss breakfast. Before, basically, the chaos and the fighting begins. It happens. So this is kind of a breakfast brunch affair. So I've got... Come on, it's true. That's all it is. So I've got a bit of smoked... Haddock. Smoked haddock here. Right.
Fish, Matt, go
Right.
Hit a fin.
I want to say no, it's not Mac. Right, in there I've got some vinegar, a bit of water, drop that in, bay leaf. I'm whizzing through this just so the fish is cooked, obviously. A bit of lemon and some butter. Okay, so that's good. We don't have to worry about that for about sort of 4 minutes, roughly, until it comes out. My sous chef for the day is Luke. Thank you. Yeah, see? You feel good like that?
Yeah, I feel like really powerful now. Yeah.
So last time you were on, you said you wanted to cook.
Yeah, I love cooking.
So welcome along. Thanks for not turning up in rehearsals.
I was asleep.
So let's see how this goes. So Luke is very kindly making this kind of Magna Cauda style dressing. So we've got lots of anchovies in there. There's quite a lot of garlic, olive oil in there. Look at you and your chopping. Have you worked in restaurants?
I washed the dishes.
Yeah?
In the back.
Did you?
Yeah.
Pick up a lot from there, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do anything. I mean, I'll turn my hand to anything. Anything that pays the bills, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we're not paying you, obviously, but you're here to promote.
You're feeding and watering me.
Okay, fair enough.
It was just like being paid.
Okay, so you crack on with that. Right, to this, a bit of spinach, bit of nutmeg, croutons, going to flake over the haddock, thank you, and a little bit of Parma ham, and that is it. So it's quite a nice kind of light. If you want to stick an egg on it, everything tastes better with an egg.
Ooh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So you could do that. I'm not doing that today, but, feel free. So, while we get on with this, let's talk about your new album.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. This is kind of weird. I kind of like it, though.
What, that I'm in your kitchen?
Yeah. It's kind of freaking me out.
Why? Why are you...
Tell us, I don't know. It feels...
Two Welshmen in the
like-
kitchen cooking food. I mean, what's unusual about that?
All right, fair enough.
No,
Wow.
so yeah, my second album is called A Song for You. It's beautiful big ballads, 2 original songs that I've written. I wrote in lockdown, actually.
Yep.
And 2 duets that I've sung with a fellow Welsh person, Charlotte Church.
Charlotte Church.
Oh, that's my favourite. Luke,
Yeah.
that's my favourite.
You might
song.
know her. I mean, she's sort of coming up through the ranks. Nicole Kidman, lovely woman, amazing, and a friend of mine. And I asked her to sing a song with me on my album, and she said yes.
I mean, Nicole Kidman sang with Robbie Williams many years ago, and it was great.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
This
This is even better than that.
Is it?
Yeah, I love that song. In my humble opinion.
I mean,
No, but it's great.
was that easy to get hold of? Did you just
Get hold of her?
get out your iPhone, look through your contacts?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What did you want me to say? I went through all the avenues.
I like that, honestly.
I did a TV show with her called 9 Perfect Strangers, and we shot it in Australia, and so we hung out for months, and she's lovely, and
Fun?
Keith is great, and they love music, and I thought, you know what, why not? Just ask. She has to say no, she says no, but she did. She said yes, and
Nice.
now she's on the album.
Nice. And was that fun working together?
Oh, we didn't do it together. She was in Nashville, and I was in...
Okay.
I sang my bit in London.
Right.
As often it is the case. We're very busy people, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Charlotte sang together in London. We do Come What May, which is ironically from Moulin Rouge.
Paul's favourite.
I was listening to it last night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I love Charlotte's voice. I mean, I love your voice, but I love Charlotte's voice, and it was one of my favourite songs. It was my favourite song on the film Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
But yeah, you sing it so beautifully. It's very deep.
Oh, you fangirl. Oh, yeah.
Hey, fangirl out. I'll take it all. It's good. Thanks. Thank you so much. No, I'm really happy with it. I'm just amazed that they asked me to do a second album, because singing is my first thing, my first love. And
Yeah.
I did one. I thought, well, what an amazing experience. It did really well. And then the label said, well, when do another one? And I was like, all right, I'll just do another one. And it landed at number 4 in the album charts when it came out. It was like,
Brilliant.
thank you.
Break it.
Yeah.
And you actually, did you have singing lessons after Charlotte?
Just a couple, yeah. Yeah, me and Charlotte had the same singing teacher in Cardiff, Louise Ryan. If you want to learn to sing, look her up. She's still teaching. She's amazing. And and then I went to college in London, and then did musical theatre for 8 years, and then went into the Donmar, did a play at the Donmar, which changed my career, and then started doing movies, and then full circle back to singing again, which is.
And do you get as much joy out of the acting as the singing, or vice versa?
Yeah, it's equally as rewarding. I mean, it's performing, isn't it? And that's what I do for a living. That's where I'm most happy, is making people laugh, cry, immerse themselves in a story or a journey.
It's escapism.
It is exactly that, yeah.
I mean, you know...
And when you're from Aberbargoed, you know...
You need to escape.
Only joking, Aberbargoed.
I live very close to it. I know these are great people, sorry.
You're from Cwmbran, you know.
I grew up in Cwmbran. Don't just put it out.
Let's talk about Cwmbran.
Let's move on. So, right, recipe. Let's talk about recipe. Okay, spinach. Wilt the spinach, bit of nutmeg, a little bit of oil, set that aside. Croutons, bit of stale bread, got a crushed garlic clove. We're going to get into so much trouble for that.
What?
There's going to be so much trouble.
What about Cwmbran?
Yeah, everything. Everything we just said.
I'm here to cause trouble.
Thanks. Dressing, so you want to melt that dressing for about 10 minutes, something like that. So the garlic and the anchovy just kind of dissolve away. We've got one there. And then eventually you just put a tiny splash of red wine vinegar in there just to kind of stop the cooking and give it that little bit of acidity. Let's just try the fish. Nearly there. Right. Let's talk about Luke Evans' Showtime.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I have to say, well, be Annie, who does some bits and pieces in my house, was, she was saying, do you know Luke Evans was down, where was it? Down
in Newport at the ICC, next to the Celtic Manor Hotel.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so the traffic chaos was terrible.
That's so sweet.
Which I loved.
Well, listen, there was 1,000 people in the audience.
Well, that's why it was chaotic. I mean,
they were all coming from...
The M4 is bad and the best of
Yeah, it's true. But they were all coming from Aberbargoed as well. So, like, you know, there's this huge rush to the ICC. But it was really special. I mean, again, it's something I've never thought I'd get to do, is host my own sort of entertainment show and have guests. I sang with all of these guests: Beverly Knight, Ollie Murs, Leanne Rimes, and Nicole Scherzinger. And then I sang songs from my album and the other songs that people won't expect.
Yeah.
An amazing band. We've got fireworks and VTs back in Wales, and I shot it just down the road from where I was brought up.
Yeah.
So, you know, the audience was already on site, which I sort of planned.
Which they won't be after this.
No, they know. They know I'm joking. It's not a problem.
And this is going out on BBC
This is going on
Wales.
BBC Wales, BBC One Wales, and BBC Two
on the
National
22nd.
on the 22nd at 8 p.m.
Woo! Nice.
And on iPlayer if you miss it.
Who's going to miss it?
No one.
Unless you're stuck in traffic on that stretch of the M4. So how did you sort of draw those people together? Was that your iPhone contact?
Well, the best story. Well, I know Beverly, and I'm a big fan of Beverly.
Yeah.
Ollie, well, I'm a fan of all of them, and the Nicole Scherzinger one was fun because Nicole had seen my Nicole Kidman video for the song we did, and she texted me, she messaged me on Instagram saying, "Babe, when are we going to do our duet?" as a joke. And I was like, hold on a minute.
Right now, baby.
Now. I DM'd her, slipped into her DMs and said, if you're serious, I'm doing a BBC show. Come and sing with me. She was like, I'm in, and that's basically how it happened.
Oh, wow.
Good old social media sometimes works out.
I was going to say, if you need some backing singers...
Yeah, we're good.
Or we come as a pack.
You're already dressed, because I was wearing a green jacket too.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. How weird is that? And it was velvet.
Really?
Yeah. And it looked amazing.
I'm just sort of thinking, did you ever think when you were growing up as a young kid in Aberbargoed that you'd be slipping into Nicole Scherzinger's DMs?
No.
I bet.
And I love the fact if Matt ever decides to do a duet and he goes through his iPhone, he's got either me or Ollie.
Pretty much.
What would you sing?
What would I sing?
A Frank Sinatra.
Good
Or maybe Devil Woman.
No, a little Welsh hymn like I did on my album.
Take That number.
You know, I did Callan Lan on my album.
I did like that.
With a Treorchy male voice choir.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Very emotional song, that.
It is a very, very
I also
emotional,
like the
lots of people
REM.
like it.
The REM cover.
Oh, Everybody Hurts.
Yeah, it's great. Great track. Right, we're just chatting amongst ourselves. Shall I show you this? Okay, so while the fish is hot and the spinach is hot, just lay a little bit of Parma ham over the top, and then that'll kind of melt into it, and then a little bit of that punchy anchovy garlic dressing.
Oh, it smells so good.
It's really tasty. Right, and like I said, leave a space in the middle if you want an egg. There you go. Shall I give you that?
Look at that.
Yeah, hang on, I'll even cutlery.
I put it here?
Oh, you got cutlery there. There you go. You're right. You need to eat it.
Oh, right, okay.
We're not showing people it. Well, we are.
I thought you were going to feed them lot over there, but they
We've
didn't
done all
get
that.
any of this.
You need to eat it. Right. Okay, you took him. What will I be making for Luke at the end of the show? Will it be his food heaven, black miso cod? So I'm going to marinate cod fillet in mirin and sake, some white miso and some sugar. I'm going to grill it till it's nice and black, and then I'm going to steam some clams, some kombu fish stock, finish with a little yuzu and mirin. I'm going to serve it with some bok choy and Japanese radish. Or will it be his food hell pumpkin pie? Nobody wants to see that. If so, I'm going to start by making a custard. I'm going to whisk together some pumpkin puree, some warming Christmassy spices. I'm going to bake the mixture in a sweet pastry case and serve it with some whipped cream, caramelised pecans. Log into the website now and have your say. You better be quick though, it's completely going heaven at the moment. Way up in the 70s, I think. How's that?
It's really good.
All right? Excellent.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Stuck in. Right, let's head round to Dame Mary Berries now, and she's giving fellow broadcasting legend and Welshman Hugh Edwards a lesson. Thank you, Tom. A lesson in sausages. That's delicious. Where's your port? Your port's down there, boys.
I've got it. Yes.
Tuck into that. How's the cake?
Oh, that was very, very nice. I love the crunchy bits on the top.
The icing is gorgeous. Love it.
It's a partial test. They were a bit worried about.
Absolutely. It's absolutely delicious. And the cake is super moist.
Oh, thank you.
Super moist.
Well, Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Yeah, happy.
This is delicious.
Merry
It's
Christmas.
good, isn't
Tawny.
it? It's a cracker.
Fabulous every time. That was chaos, but brilliant to have you. Complete chaos. Brilliant to have you. Thank you, Nigel. Right, the website vote is now closed. I'm going to soon find out whether Luke's facing his food heaven or food hell. Heaven. Not necessarily. Right, everyone's looking to make the most of their Christmas budget this year. So, my friend Paul A. Young has a chocolatey treats that everyone will enjoy and save money, and you can make it as gifts, which I'm all into. Paul, what are we making?
Have you ever made a Christmas gift in your
Never
life?
in my life.
Will you make this?
Yes, I will.
Good.
Because this is fabulous.
It is.
They have it in front of them there.
Have they? Already? You've got it already? Oh my God, tuck in.
Oh, good.
Tuck in.
Right.
So it is a layer of chocolate fudge,
Yep.
a layer of brownie, a layer of mince pie chocolate fudge, then dipped in chocolate. You're going to chop the chocolate.
You filthy man.
I know. You're going to chop the chocolate.
Yep.
That's going to temper our melting chocolate, which is on the bain marie here.
Oh, just say temper again.
Your favourite thing? Fudge. We're going to make a fudge, which is butter, condensed milk, which we all love condensed milk. Sandwiches, condensed milk sandwiches as a kid. Anyone have a condensed milk sandwich as a child?
No, we used to have dream topping and cheese and crisp sandwiches.
Together?
And cheese and crisp sandwiches, yes.
Wow.
Oh yeah, crisp.
Yeah, I thought it was going to end up like Heston Blumenthal, but it never happened.
Condensed milk, butter, demerara sugar, lots of sugar, that goes in.
Yep.
All the condensed milk goes in. And that's going to cook down with a little bit of full fat milk. And we're going to bring that to the boil. And you do need a sugar thermometer or a digital thermometer for this.
Okay.
They start at about £5 now, so they're quite cheap. And then
They're not a lot.
But you'll use them for cooking meat, you'll use them for all kinds of things once you've got it.
Sure.
And you bring that to the boil, and all the sugar will melt into the milk, the condensed milk and the butter. And that will come up as a plain fudge.
Okay.
So that in here has now got 112 degrees. So we're looking for 112 to 113 degrees bubbling.
And it's quite precise. If you take it over, what can you do?
If you get... So if you... well, there are two types of fudge. The really fudgy soft fudge, and then you have that really crumbly, what I call brown sugar fudge, where it's a bit crumblier. So if you took this to 140...
I'm trying to think which one I prefer. Probably I think I like the crumb...
I do love the crumbly one, but there's something about when you make something like this and you have to cut it, it will just fall apart. So you need the fudgy texture of this
tablet?
Tablet, that's it.
Yeah, it's tablet.
Yeah. So if you cooked it higher, 114, 115, it would get crumblier and crumblier and crumblier.
Okay.
But then it would, if you cook it too far, it'll just recrystallise and go really hard.
Be rubbish.
It'll be rubbish.
Okay.
So
It's a catering term.
it is a catering term. It would just spoil.
Okay.
Now, at this point, this is normal fudge, just plain fudge. I'm going to put chocolate in to make it into a chocolatey fudge, but you could add rum and raisins.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You could add a little bit of cinnamon. You could add nutmeg. You could add Christmassy spices. You could flavour the fudge however you like. Orange zest.
Don't put pumpkin in it.
Sorry?
No pumpkin.
Oh, no.
Pumpkin.
I don't think I've ever had pumpkin fudge. It doesn't sound right, does it?
It doesn't.
Could you put some tawny port in there?
Oh, yeah, you could. Absolutely.
Haven't we done that before? Red wine chocolate.
in there.
We have a lot of red wine chocolate.
We did last year we did a mulled wine hot chocolate.
Yeah. See?
Were you here for that, Helen? Do you remember? Were you here for that, Helen, last year?
Oh, don't ask me what I was doing last night.
I can't believe it.
Right.
So you're
Am I taking this?
You're going to do the chocolate. So this has been melting, dark chocolate, on a bain-marie, so the water's very hot. And then you add in the same amount of chocolate again and mix and mix and mix until it cools down the chocolate.
Yep.
And the chocolate you're adding in creates the hardening crystals that makes the chocolate set.
And this is tempering.
This is seeding tempering.
That's exactly what I said.
You know how to do this, so you've done it a few times now, haven't
I have.
you? But not for a while.
No, and every time I switch off.
So rude. Right, while you're switching off with that, we have a brownie layer. You can buy brownies in the shop and slice them up and put them in, or you can make one with butter, brown sugar, caster sugar, vanilla, eggs, flour, chocolate, golden syrup. Melt it all together, mix in the eggs, mix in the flour, then bake it 170 for about 20 minutes. I
want it chewy, though.
It is a chewy brownie.
I don't want a crumbly brownie.
I cannot do with a crumbly brownie.
Don't give me one ever.
Every bit of brownie should be a middle bit.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it?
Yes.
And the secret is the brown sugar and the golden syrup. It keeps it really, really gooey. No cocoa powder, which dries it out.
Yeah.
That's the secret. And then we've baked it and cut the edges off. That's our middle layer.
Right.
So when you take your fudge off and you add the chocolate, it starts to crystallise and cook and get thicker and thicker and thicker. So you just keep mixing it. And the more you mix, the crystals are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So if you didn't mix it enough, you'd get a really hard fudge. This is going to make it really smooth and melty. And what we do to build it is we pour half of the fudge into a paper-lined cake tin.
Okay.
So in it goes. About half, a little bit more.
Okay.
Spread it out. And if you could grab the brownie layer, you're going to carefully position that back into the tin. Well done. Expertly done. You'd think we'd rehearsed that. Squidge it down a little bit so the fudge starts to come up the side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then, this is my favourite bit, because I love mince pies. You crumble in 3 mince pies to the remaining half of the fudge.
You dirty dog. How did you come up with this idea?
2 weeks ago at home, I was sat with a mince pie.
11 o'clock, had a whiskey in my hand.
I did?
Had a mince pie.
I did?
On the floor.
Yeah.
I might have had a whiskey. Laid on the floor. in tears. What am I going to make? What am I going to make?
And there, just
thing is,
out your brain.
It was just out my brain. Do you know what? It's because I wanted to make a gift that had everything in that I loved at Christmas,
So giving.
which is chocolate, a bit of booze, a bit of spicy fruit and pastry. But if I could have pastry in everything,
Right.
Yeah.
if I could have everything as a pie, I'd be happy.
You'd be happy.
I could.
Okay.
Everything. Why did you giggle with a little dirty laugh there? Anyway, mince pies are in.
Yeah.
That layer goes on top.
Right.
So this is our mince pie layer. So you don't crumble the mince pies too much.
Okay.
You want big chunks of pastry and fruit. You could use Christmas pudding. You could use anything festive. You could use chopped up
Christmas pudding.
Cookies.
Boozy Christmas pudding would be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. You just come up with that.
Yeah, I did.
You're very clever.
Yeah, my own head.
On your own head.
Shazam my brain.
So,
Have you eaten it yet?
Yeah, still going. Yeah,
Nice.
still going.
Glorious.
It's delicious.
it's a bit rich,
It's fantastic.
Yeah, no,
but it's delicious.
Everything you do is rich.
It is. Well, it's chocolate. There's no calories.
Your chocolate there.
You can't do it without. So what you do is allow that to cool for 4 hours. Takes quite a while. You don't need to put it in the fridge.
Right.
And you take out the tin and you get this. And I'm going to cut it in half.
Right, let me get this. You got your glitter.
Oh yeah, get
Ready
the
to go on.
Ugh. So have a look at this.
I don't even open it.
You get the mince pie fudge layer on top.
You say I'm
Watch, it's going to go everywhere. Mince pie fudge layer on top.
Yeah.
Then brownie layer and fudge underneath. It's
Right.
delish, look. Then cut it up into even slices. I called it fingers, but there are actually a slice, really, aren't they?
Right,
we
show
go.
us how to do
I do one. So there's a tray.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to put them on. And you tip the bowl up, diagonally dip in.
Right.
Shake it off. Place it on the paper. And then just as the chocolate sets, you just take a little bit of shimmer powder available in lots of supermarkets.
Shimmer powder?
Shimmer powder.
You find it next to the coconut yogurt.
Thank you, Helen.
You do.
Thank you. We'd left that behind.
You do.
No, we haven't.
No coconut.
Shimmer powder.
Shimmer powder. The thing is, it's great because you can just do a bit of that, tap it on. You can brush it on.
How long are these going to last?
These will last a month.
A month?
In a tin. Or 2 minutes.
Perfect for gifts. Wrap them up like this.
Wrap them up like that.
What a treat.
Ribbon them up.
Who does it? You can stop now because we've run out of time. But thank you. That was ace. Great. I'll be doing that.
Will you?
No. Will Luke face his food heaven, black miso coffee clams and pickled ginger, or his food hell, pumpkin pie with caramelised pecans? Of course I will. I'm just joking.
You can have that packet there.
Let's find out after Nigella rustles up one of her Moroccan vegetable stews. Thanks for that, Nigella. Very Christmassy. Love that. Right, time to find out. Sorry, my food's moving. Whether Luke's facing his food heaven or food hell. Luke, could be food heaven, miso cod and clams. Delicious. Could be hell. Pumpkin pie. Where do you think we've gone?
I think we've gone to the... Oh, have we gone to my
you
favourite?
don't.
Well, it was
Don't
there,
spoil
right
it
in
for
front of me.
yourself.
Well,
72% of people want you to have heaven. You ruined it for yourself.
it was the jumper that
Right.
did it. It was the jumper that did it.
Okay, so Ollie, could you open some clams? There's one of these, shallot, bit of garlic. We're going to open that with a drop of sake. We're going to finish it with a little bit of mirin for a bit of sweetness. This is the cod. This is, where's my mix? So there is, let's move this aside, sorry. So in this mix, very simple, equal quantities, white miso, brown sugar, and some mirin and some sake. Okay, then you whisk that together. Thank you. And then you do this and you get the cod and you put it in for...
Is it any special kind of cod?
Well, black cod is a type of cod.
It's the most expensive thing.
It's very, but I mean, normal cod. This is just normal cod, but black cod is a species in kind of that part of the world.
Right. Yeah. Which I just
What's the official name? Somebody tell me. Huh?
Sable fish.
Like South Asia,
Alaska.
South China Sea, something like that, around that neck of the woods.
Geography lessons with Matt.
I do geography degree, just so you know. Right, so do this for about 3 days. And it's going to absorb all those flavours, right? I've got one in the oven now because it's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes. And you basically stick it under the grill until it goes black.
3 days, Matt.
3 days.
Matt, 3 days.
Did I say it goes in the oven for 3 days?
No.
In the fridge.
Marinade.
In the marinade.
You're going to marinate for 3 days.
Wow.
Right.
It's a long time.
You're doing clams. I'm going to do... Right, OK, so fish stock. I've got some fish stock here. I've got a bit of seaweed, kombu. Now, that's going to go in there to flavour. And then when that comes to the boil, I'm going to give a little ladle to Ollie there to open the clams. That's going to be... delicious, and I'm going to do some veg. So we've got some daikon here, Japanese radish, and I've got some bok choy. Right, while we're doing this, let's talk about Scrooge, Christmas Carol.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a new Netflix film.
It's an animation, a big feature-length animation. It's Scrooge. It's a different version of it. I know we've seen lots of them, but this one, I would say psychedelic would be part of the description of
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lots of colour, all the music of Leslie Brookus. I get to sing, which I love to do. Amazing cast, the voices of Jonathan Pryce, Olivia Colman, Fra Free.
Oh, wow.
Just to name a few, Jessie Buckley. And there's a song that's like going crazy, trending right now, which I did a TikTok to it. I'm on TikTok, guys. Can you imagine?
Matt,
I'll show you, old man. Yeah, and everybody loves this song, so it's really catchy. If you hear it once, you're humming it for days.
Okay.
So yeah, it's doing really well, and it's
Great
nice
cast.
to be the voice of an animated character, and a Charles Dickens character, very, very special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do they assemble that cast? Because it's an animation as well. Is that quite a hard thing to do, or?
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
just
they
the
went through
actor.
your phone.
All right, fair enough. That's a great answer.
Casting. It's just casting, I guess, and who's free and who wants to do it. But I guess once you put a few people together, then, and it's also Scrooge. Like, who doesn't want to be part of a new Scrooge? And
Yeah, brilliant.
It's beautiful. The animation just feels like it's old school, but new, right?
I watched it last week, and it is the most colourful Scrooge I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, super vibrant, bright.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
brilliant.
Is it as good as a Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yes.
Ooh, no.
That's good.
Stop it. Your
I
chocolate
heard Paul
brownie
talking
was
about it. You're going to put your
good.
tree up and watch the Muppets Christmas Carol, aren't you?
When I put my decorations up, it's Muppets Christmas Carol.
Is it?
Every time. It's the only one that gets me really in the mood.
No, it is special. We do love the Muppets.
But next year it will be Scrooge.
Forget it. Forget it.
I will be watching Scrooge when I put up my
Thank you,
decorations.
darling.
So, there we go.
Yeah, no, it's really special.
Okay, so from Scrooge to a new hostage drama, which is a bit very cool. It's about kind of special forces. It's called Echo 3.
Yeah.
You play a special forces operative.
Yeah.
Called Bambi.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's wrong with that? I did a 10-episode show for Apple TV Plus. We started in Colombia. I play a Delta Force special operative soldier whose sister goes missing, kidnapped in the Colombian-Venezuelan border jungle, and I go down there with her husband, who's one of my fellow unit soldiers, and we spend 10 hours trying to find her. And it's not easy, but it's full on. Like, I was trained down there and worked with Navy SEALs, Delta Force, jumping out of helicopters.
It's the same, is it director as...
It's Mark Bowl is the showrunner, and he obviously won the Oscar for The Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, so it's got that feel about it.
Oh, it's
isn't it?
very,
Yeah.
very real.
Yeah.
I mean, too real.
Is that out now, Luke?
Yep. Yeah, episode 5 landed yesterday.
Right.
Wow.
So you've got another 5 to go, one every week, but you've got 5 to watch now if you were
Brilliant.
so chose. But it's full on, and we shot it all on location, all over Colombia. So, yeah.
And is it as beautiful? I've never been to Colombia, and people tell me it's beautiful.
Yes, it's a stunning place, and it's full of music and culture and noise. There's a lot of noise there. Like we shot one episode in Cartagena, which is also like an incredible part of the world, a UNESCO protected town, and nobody ever sleeps there, I don't think. But yeah, it was great, full of music. Music was everywhere, and it was.
Is it hard to be away from home for that long? I mean, that's a
Yeah, it was also that time because people weren't flying so much because of all the restrictions, so I was sort of on my own down there.
Right.
Well, I was with my cast friends, but not my friends and family. But they'd usually come and visit, but they couldn't this time. But then I dragged everybody out for Christmas in Cartagena, which was really fun.
So how do you amuse yourself in Colombia on a regular night? I mean, is it all?
We were in the
jungle.
jungle, so there was nothing to do. So we would just drink cheap Colombian wine and play music and watch the stars.
Yeah.
Great.
And also, I was shattered. I mean, if you watch the show, I am physically dragged through
It's pretty
jungles,
hectic.
deserts, snow. I was ready to sleep on the weekends.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we did. Yeah.
Nice.
Incredible.
Nice gig. Right, okay, let's look at this. So this is the little... Sorry, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? So this is the little sort of base of the bok choy. This has been just steamed with the diced mooli and a bit of fish stock and a bit of yuzu. We've got the clams over there, clam liquor, nice, brilliant. Cod, keep an eye on it because it will go quicker. You could... I mean, I'm running short on time, but you could absolutely leave it for a little bit longer under the grill to get even more sort of blackened. And obviously, the longer you leave it in that marinade, the darker it'll go. Right.
I just came back from Tokyo 2 days ago, and I was there for a week, and I couldn't find black cod on most menus. It was really interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's because Nobu's got it all. And it's always really... I'm not just saying Nobu, but black cod is always really expensive. And you get a tiny piece.
Yeah, but 40 quid for a matchbox size.
Say it like it is.
It is good.
Let's have some of that. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And what about next year? Got plans for next year? You got a lot going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot
You're gonna be James
in
Bond?
January. New James Bond, who knows?
Oh.
Nobody knows.
Come on.
Fingers crossed.
Come on.
I mean, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? But
Oh, yeah.
don't jinx it. Bring those clams over here.
Right, bit of pickled ginger. If you got a little bit of that marinade, you could paint it, just cook it out, paint it over the top, just get a little bit more. Right, there you go. There's black cod and clams.
Oh, my God.
So you tuck into that. So, Helga, what have we got?
We have gone for a Pinot Noir with this one, because you don't always have to have white with fish, especially when you've got other things in the dish like this one. So this is a Romanian Pinot Noir, because Pinot Noir can be, again, a bit like black cod. This is, it can be expensive, but if you go to different different places like Romania, which I know you have a link with Romania.
Yeah, my wife's Romanian and she's a great champion for Romanian wine.
Their wines are fantastic.
And I know we've been visiting wine shops in Brasov.
Yeah.
And get some remarkable wines, especially the reds.
Yeah, so this is $5.85 from the co-op.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't
Very
it?
nice. Have you had a chance to try that?
No, sorry.
No, the food.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
not
What
gonna-
are you asking me for? It's
all right?
delicious. Sorry,
Brilliant.
dude. It's
Good.
amazing.
Nice.
Amazing. I'm very happy. Thank you for letting me eat my favourite food.
Hey, try and make that home. Can I just point out, my phone keeps buzzing in my pocket. It's my mother's birthday today, and she's asking me when to meet her. Mum, I'm on telly. I'll get back to you in just a bit.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mum.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you for that. That was a little bit rushed, wasn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Good to know we're cooking before.
Nice to see you two
Yeah.
back together.
Thank you.
That's all from us today on Saturday Kitchen Live. Thanks to Ollie, Si, Dave, Helen, Paul, and of course Luke. All the recipes from the studio on the website, bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. I've got more Best Bites for you tomorrow morning at 9:45 on BBC Two. And next Saturday, I'll be back here live with Ravni Gill, Gennaro Cataldo, brace yourself, and the trio behind the hugely successful My Dad Wrote a Porno podcast. So, have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Bye!